to the first in a series of short video tutorials introducing you to the new Pilot International website. In this first video, we're going to explore various ways to access the new website. Now, first, please note that the URL www.pilotinternational.org has not changed, but in the process of converting it to the new site, a lot of the background coding information did change. Because of that, you may experience a few bumps and hurdles if you try to access the site through a bookmark that you have previously created in your system. So before attempting to access the new site, we do recommend that you please delete any existing www.pilotinternational.org bookmarks or bookmarks specific to pages on the previous PI website. You can create new ones, of course, which we'll talk about here in this tutorial. But if you attempt to access the new site through your existing bookmarks, you may encounter some problems. So once your old bookmarks have been deleted, your journey to the new site should be a simple one. So let's explore those options now. In this tutorial, I will demonstrate how to access the site through various search engines and different browsers. So hopefully one of these methods will be familiar to you and provide a comfortable and easy way to log on to the new Pilot International website. So first, let's take a look at Internet Explorer, which is bookmarked here on my screen down here at the bottom left. So let's open Internet Explorer. This is the default Internet Explorer homepage here on my machine. If you have your homepage set to something else, of course that's what you will see. But for the sake of this tutorial, all browsers are set to their default homepage and chosen search engine. So to get to the Pilot International website in Internet Explorer, the easiest thing to do is to come up here to the address bar. You just click and it activates it. Come up here to the address bar and type in www.pilotinternational.org and hit return. And there it is. Our new website is up and ready for you to explore. So now that you've successfully navigated to the new site, you can certainly create a new bookmark, just like you would here in Internet Explorer. It says add to the favorites bar. You can certainly create a new bookmark so you can easily find it later on. So let's do that now. And there it shows up right there in my little favorites bar. Finding the site directly through the address bar up here is definitely the recommended method for accessing the site, no matter which browser you're using. I know that many of you are more familiar with using one of the search engines like Google or Bing or Yahoo to get to the site. So let's go back and see how that would look here in Internet Explorer. We're going to go back to their homepage. And so here's the default search engine bar in Internet Explorer. So if we type in Pilot International, here's what we get. You'll notice that Internet Explorer's default search engine is Bing. If you're more familiar with Google or Yahoo, we will explore those later in the tutorial. If you are familiar with looking for our website on Bing, you will notice that nothing has changed since the site went live, as far as the way that it looks here on the screen. Our website developers have sent all of the new information to Bing, which also powers Yahoo, but the information still has not been updated here on their site. Everything they have listed here on Bing is still coded to our old site, except for the homepage. Clicking on the link for the homepage will take you to the new Pilot International website homepage. They have correctly updated this link. So let's go there real quick here so you can see that. So here it is. They have correctly updated this link. But if we go back and we see any of these other options, let's just click here to this one. Notice that this takes you to a page. It just simply says not available. And so do all the rest of these. They just don't have them coded properly. We are actively working with our web developers to get this issue resolved. But at this time, we don't know when Bing is going to be fully updated, and it's really not something that we have control over. This is why we recommend accessing the site directly through the address bar and creating a bookmark. Because once you've taken that step, you will not have any trouble finding the site at all once you've done that. All right, so let's exit Internet Explorer And let's take a look at Google Chrome. Again, this is the default page for Google Chrome here on my machine. So just like we did in Internet Explorer, we recommend that you come up here to the address bar and type in www.pilotinternational.org. This is what you will see. And just like before, there it is. Our lovely new homepage. And again, we do recommend that you bookmark this for future reference, which in Google Chrome, you just click that star right there. So let's try it out in Safari. I'm hoping that with this tutorial I'm covering as many bases for as many of you as possible. So here we're opening Safari. And much as we all love iPhones and technology, we're going to move on to our website. We would type in www.pilotinternational.org. Right here, you might see this pop up on any of these browsers. I don't believe it has shown up previously on Internet Explorer and Google Chrome because I access those two so often that I don't think it's asking me this again anymore. This information right here, you can choose to allow it or not allow it. It is there to help assist with the club finder that we'll discuss in the next tutorial. It's a location finder, so it helps people, it helps the site determine what your nearest pilot club will be. It would only do that if you actually asked to go to the club finder, but that's what this is for. So it doesn't really matter whether you click on that or not, but people will see that, and that is the reason that it is there. So here's what our new homepage looks like if you're browsing in Safari. To bookmark it in Safari, you come up here and click this plus sign and choose where you wish it to go, because they keep a whole different little file folders here in Safari. I want it to go on my bookmarks bar, and there it is. But again, we do know that many of you access the site through search engines. So since Google is Safari's search engine of choice, let's take a look at finding the site through Google now. So we're going to go up here to the Google search bar and type in Pilot International and see what comes up. Google has done a much better job updating their sitemaps than Bing or Yahoo has. It's still not perfect, and it actually looks a little different each time you access it. But this homepage is correct. Let's go back and take a look at the rest of it. This anchor link is correct. The training link is correct. And if we go to more results, we'll see lots of different options down here. This is what I mean by it looks a little different each time you access it. They're not always in the same order. But from what I can tell, all of these links are correct as well. So Google, you should have much better success if you are using the search engines if you use Google. But the last browser we're going to explore is Firefox. Down here with the cute little fox. And just like Safari, Firefox's search engine of choice is Google, and we've determined that Google seems to have a pretty good handle on our updates. But again, let's type in www.pilotinternational.org up here in the Firefox search engine. And here it is again. It's loading. And there's the location finder, which you can again determine whether you want to allow it or not allow it, but that's the reason that it's there. So we found it here on Firefox. Don't forget to bookmark it, pretty much just like you would in Google Chrome, with the little star. This is how you can access toolbar if you like to see your bookmarks up there. So the last thing that we're going to explore is looking at what the search engine looks like in Yahoo. So let's go over here and we're going to look up Yahoo. So I know many of you also find the website that way. So let's go over here to the Yahoo homepage and let's type in Pilot International. So as you'll see, it pretty much looks exactly like what we saw when we searched up Bing. And that's no coincidence because Bing actually powers Yahoo. It's the same search engine. So they're going to look exactly the same. And so just like Bing, they've updated this homepage and nothing else. We are actively working to get this resolved, as I said, but it may still take some time. So I hope that this tutorial has answered some questions that you have about accessing the new site and that it's addressed some of the difficulties that I know that several of you were having when using the search engine. The next tutorial in this series will walk you through everything you see here on the homepage and help you become more familiar with all the new features and also help you learn how to find what you're looking for faster. So stay tuned for that video tutorial number 2. We will be exploring our Pilot International main homepage. And thanks for watching and happy surfing!